My top 5 hardest platinums. Ready, set, go. First up, we got Super Meat Boy. What can I say about this game that hasn't been pumped out by the trophy hunting propaganda machine already? I mean, You what? I don't know, okay? I platinumed this game like 2 years ago, for God's sake.
Are you sure about that?
At first, this game doesn't seem that bad. You're doing your warp zones, you can die as many times as you want, going at your own pace, getting your little bandages. All that goes out the window when you get to trying to unlock the kid.
You fucking bitch!
Do I agree with the trophy guide that this is a 10 out of 10 game? Well, there are other games that kind of fit that mold better, because 10 out of 10 means like impossible, that it's the hardest thing that you can do. And so many of you guys have done it at this point that it just can't be a 10 out of 10, you know, it just can't be. Sorry to break it to you guys once again, but saying that a game is harder than it actually is
does not make you any girthier.
Platinum bro, you sure said it best.
It was a fucking joke.
So yeah, 10 out of 10, no way, Jose, but I would say a solid 8 out of 10 for sure.
Oh, but Troy,
where the hell does this guy keep coming from? An 8 out of 10 is still hard, you numbnuts. Hell, I'd even go as far as to say that it's
easy to play, but hard as my
God damn, I love that clip. Oh yeah, I almost forgot the no death runs. When I got into the harder ones, they each took me about a day, but then in Cotton Alley, it took me like a few days. But I didn't care. I love permadeath.
can't say that word, it's 2023.
Number 2 on the list is I Am Bread. I already talked a bit about this game in my last video, but literally nobody watched that video, so here I am having to repeat myself. In this game, you're flopping around trying to get to the toaster to become a beautiful golden brown piece of toast. The only thing stopping you? Why, these dumbass controls, of course. Designed by Satan himself, they are there to ensure that your edibility plummets. Whether you're a cracker looking for cheese or a bagel with a need for speed, this platinum will chew you up and spit you out. Unless you're a god like me and you can do it in under 3 days. The challenge is there for you boys to accept. I said what I said. What's next? Oh, Max Payne 3? Finally, a good game. Oh shit, did I say that out loud? After a double feature of games set in the city that never sleeps, Max Payne ditches the Big Apple and heads for sunny São Paulo, Brazil. Que porra você está fazendo? Eu não estou pra brincadeira, filho da puta.
Those are bad words.
Who on earth would have thought that Max Payne would also be educational? Now, the trophies not only send you on a first-class trip down memory lane with their titles, they also have a 99% chance of sending your ass to the psych ward because of how infuriating they are. You have to play the game on hard, hardcore, haha, old school, New York Minute hardcore, which we'll get back to in a second. Clean up a bunch of miscellaneous shit before even thinking about tackling the crown jewel of any trophy list. Multiplayer! Wait, no, that's a bad thing. Fuck! The one that was by far the worst of them all was Training Complete, requiring you to reach level 50. And with the game's servers being as dead as my childhood dreams, this was gonna be something.
Oh, but Troy, there's a way for you to level up in single player.
I was getting to that. Yeah, he's right, okay? There's a way you can level up in single player. But the part he failed to mention is that it requires you to play the same level upwards of 400 times if starting from level 0. Conveniently left that part out, hey pal? Oh, so now you have nothing to say.
You're a dick.
Yeah, and the earth is flat. What else is new? But sadly, guys, we are not out of the woods yet. This is not even a fraction of what makes this platinum so difficult. The real gatekeeper here is the Shadows Rushed Me, which you can earn by beating the game on the New York Minute hardcore difficulty, aka beat the whole game without dying.
What?
That's right, guys. Beating all 14 chapters of the game in a row on the New York Minute hardcore difficulty will net you this shiny silver trophy. Wait, silver trophy? Wow, that is actually really depressing. But anyway, the next game on the list, guys, is Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. This game has a very similar setup to that of Max Payne 3, being that the gatekeeper for this game is also a full playthrough permadeath run. On the highest difficulty, I might add. Max Payne's wasn't, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, you suck.
I know, but I'll make it up to you. Now, other than the permadeath run, there were a few other trophies that were a little annoying. There was one where you had to collect 1,000 helmets, which basically just meant I put my farming hat and overalls on, and my game glitched out on me during the acquire all upgrades trophy. Now, as far as the difficulty of this platinum goes, you guys are not gonna like what I have to say. I am putting Wolfenstein 2 with its infamous Mein Leben permadeath trophy at an 8 out of 10. I'm bumping Super Meat Boy up to 9 because I'm worse at platformers than I am at first-person shooters, so it's obviously gonna be harder for me. So yeah, 9 for SMB and an 8 for Wolfenstein 2.
But Troy!
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
I'm always in the background listening to you, and normally I can hold my tongue, but not this time. You know what's really funny to me, Troy? You know how you sound? You're starting to sound exactly like the people that you try and clown on, saying that games are easier than they actually are. And then you do that voice trying to mock me, I guess, but how about I mock you? How would you feel if I mocked you, huh?
Oh, look at me, I'm Troy. My name's Troy Bandenworth. Super Meat Boy's a 1 out of 10, and watch as I plat crypt with both my hands shoved up my ass.
And it's sad. It's really just sad, Troy, because I've been here since 2 subs. I was your 2nd subscriber. It's really just pathetic and sad to see how far you've fallen.
You know what, man? You're right. You are absolutely right.
You're goddamn right I'm right. Oh, wait, really?
I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I am simply here to apologize.
That's very mature of you, Troy. I'm very impressed. Wait, that's Logan Paul, you motherfucker!
Yeet! Bro really thought he said something with that. And finally, guys, the last game on my top 5 hardest platinums list is Silent Hill 2. This is one of my favorite games of all time and has probably produced one of the most iconic lines in gaming history.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
This game is sitting pretty at a 9 out of 10 difficulty, which I may or may not have some thoughts on. The main reason for this being the Who Needs a Gun trophy, in which you need to acquire the green hyper spray. Sounds easy enough, right? Wrong. This requires you to complete a 10-star run, the requirements of which are ghastly. I don't really feel like reading them all, so I'll put them here for you. Here's my final result screen after my 10-star run, and I can sleep soundly knowing that none of you bastards will ever come close to touching my boat time. There's a certain technique that you have to pull off that I'm not sure any of you guys will be able to figure out, let alone execute. I could make a whole video on this game, and honestly, I might just do that. So I'll save some little nuggets for the next video. How does that sound, guys? Oh shit, I think I'm done. Thanks again for checking out this video, and leave a comment down below of what your top 5 platinums are. Let me hear them. Stay safe and don't platinum anything I wouldn't.
Thank you guys so much for your support. More importantly, thank you for being a trophy hunter. Thank you for loving trophies as much as me. It's a nerdy hobby, but we love it. We do it together, and I love you guys for that.